Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another new season of Joint Firing Drill. Breakthrough Drill, this week's season, basically you gotta do a little bit of different thing around. Because you can see right here, if you're trying to do the stage 04, this particular scarecrow, basically you gotta heal the scarecrow to be able to do damage to the enemies, right? You amplify the damage and all, but you also receive the damage, alright? To your allies. Alright, basically recovering this scarecrow is gonna give your allies damage. So that can be a little bit scary. Alright, deals damage in proportion to the recovery amount upon scarecrow recovery. So how do you prevent that from happening? You can use shield characters or shield units, right? So some characters can basically elevate that. I will give you guys a little bit of examples. But let's jump into the first because we're gonna need 3 teams. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of different ideas right here. So the first team we have, as you can see, Swimsuit Hanako, Cherino, Koharu. Okay, so our main DPS is going to be Swimsuit Hanako. Now, if you don't have her, you can borrow someone else's one. You can basically make 2 teams with this. Koharu is essential because she's an AoE healer, so therefore she's gonna be able to give you a bunch of that, right? This one can be anyone, you can put anyone here just to feel the cost recovery. Basically, the more characters you put, your recovery is going to be higher, right? Cherino is also for cost recovery. Himari and Ako, you actually don't really need them as much, alright? They're just there to exist as a backup in case your Swimsuit Hanako is not strong enough. Mine is strong enough. Ideally, the priority should be on Koharu, but this is going to be something along those lines, right? So let me just show it to you guys first. In the first team, this is going to be something that you can somewhat manage. If you don't have Swimsuit Hanako right here, she's probably one of the best Mystic type. Not Mystic type, Sonic type, right? But you actually need Mystic or Blue to be able to deal with the enemy. But because her AoE is so huge, she's going to be very, very useful for that particular reason. So you can see right there, we are receiving a little bit of damage. You can heal everyone up with Koharu if you need to, alright? But in this case, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to buff her. And then I will be healing everyone here instead. Okay. So we did receive a substantial damage. Okay, Swimsuit Hanako is gonna go in twice. The timer is very tight, you can see, right? It is above my head. Did I buff the right person? Ako and Himari. And then we're gonna try to... Koharu is going to try to heal right here. So every time you heal the Scarecrow, your allies receive a little bit of damage. So you just gotta be careful with that, right? So AoE healers are going to be very, very good. And Koharu is one of the free AoE healers that you get, right? There are a few other options like Rumi, the egg fried rice girl and stuff. But Koharu is still, something that I think everyone has access to. So ideally, please build a Koharu, right? She's going to be very, very good, essential in a lot of these kind of situations. Kokona is going to be someone that we're going to feature in the second team. Alright, so I will show you guys how we can do that. So that's going to be for the first team, right? So for the team 2. Alright, you can either use another similar concept team, and then you can borrow Swimsuit Hanako if you have your own one. But let's say you don't have, right? I'll show you guys this particular strategy. Alright, you can use Momiji, Kikyo. Now, again, you might not have some of these characters, and that's fine. Let me take out some of them. Remember, you can either use Sonic type AoE or Mystic type AoE depending on who you have. So let me try and filter through a bunch of these characters. Now, if you did pull for, what's the name again? Hoshino Arm. Then use her instead. Alright, so I will show you guys the Hoshino Arm strat. Now, she is a little bit expensive. So if you are using her, you might need Ui or something along those lines, right? So you can basically go with that. Alright, Momiji is probably like 4 cost, is a little bit cheaper. But any sort of like AoE character, I guess Hinata works. Nuya Musuki is going to be very good. But she's a limited character. I tend not to use limited character as much in my guides because... she is going to be very, very good, by the way. Cycling Shiroko also, and of course not to mention that Bunny Asuna, I think she's somewhere here, yeah, there she is. So in this case, since we are bringing Hoshino right there, I'll bring in Ui as well, just to show you guys the cost half. Now if you don't have Ui, you can consider using, another option that you can use is going to be Nuya Fuuka, right? That's going to be another option. But you can see I'm going to bring Iroha, and I'll show you guys a little bit of strategy here on what this team does, right? I always forget when you use Hoshino, you gotta switch the position to make sure that she's using the shotgun stance. Alright, you want the position 2 Hoshino, the AoE one. Alright, so that's going to be better. Again, Bunny Asuna, Cycling Shiroko, Nuya Musuki works in this particular slot. In fact, Nuya Musuki is going to be the best character. You don't really need any of these additional characters. You don't need Ui, so you can bring another healer if you want to, right? That's going to be way better. So we're gonna go with this. Ui buff her. Kokona is gonna heal out that thing. And then we're gonna AoE in and hit everyone. Alright. So Yuuka has shield and she's going to be very good in that sense. You know what, let's summon Iroha for now. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Alright. So therefore we go in through the first one. Again, I'm gonna use Yuuka to cycle through, and then Ui is gonna buff Hoshino, and then Kokona is gonna heal that thing. Okay, let's see if we can hit everyone right here. My face cam is blocking, but you guys can see that hits just nice. Alright, I think this is basically made for Hoshino arm right here. The stage is perfectly calibrated for her because like all the circle fits in the same area of how she can fit in, right? You probably don't need Iroha right there, right? You can replace with like Asuko and any other healer if you need to, just in case, right? Just as a backup per se. If you guys did build the recent swimsuit Asuko, that is also a good healer to have. Alright, so next up with the last one, the last team. So you can also do this if you have your own Shiroko. Alright, you can also bring another Shiroko, borrow one more for the next team. Similar concept. Depending on who you have, just have one healer. Alright, and then the healer can either be in the main slot or be in the special slot. If it's on the special slot, just make sure that it's going to be someone that gives, you know, that's able to heal single target. I think that's good enough. It doesn't have to be AoE, right? We get Chinatsu for that. There's Serena for that. There's so many options, right? Hanae works. By the way, in case you guys are wondering, Nuya Haruka is there for the cost regen. Alright, she's always there for the cost regen. So does Swimsuit Shiroko right here. Alright, this is the last team. Again, we got Swimsuit Shiroko, Serena, Nuya Kayoko, Chise, Tracksuit Yuuka. Now, why Tracksuit Yuuka? She's there to give shield to everyone so that we don't die from the healing. Alright, if you don't have Tracksuit Yuuka, you can use Kotori. Same concept applies. Alright. So this one, I can show you guys, it's very simple. You don't need additional characters. Okay, so I will turn off the face cam just to show you guys the timer better. So you want to start off with just Tracksuit Yuuka here, and then we heal. So now we are not gonna get the damage, and then we go with Chise. Gonna hit everyone. Chise is very good, please build her, right? I noticed a lot of new players tend to not build her. And then we're gonna go with buffing Chise with Nuya Kayoko, and then heal the thing. And then can I hit everyone with Chise? Is it possible? Oh, it's possible. Wait, we missed one. Okay, boom. Alright, again, we're gonna go with wait for a little bit. So we're gonna bring everybody here, get the shield. Now we heal with Serena. And then now we use Chise. Okay, Chise can't really hit everyone for that. That is fine. We slowly use Shiroko here. As you can see, we got plenty of additional time remaining. The time can be a little bit tight for your team if you lack the DPS. I can see like if you have like 4-star DPS characters, might not be enough. But ideally, this should be more than doable enough, right? I think feel free to, you know, I think the last team is going to be much easier for you to replicate in 2 teams if you guys don't have certain characters, right? If you have Cycling Shiroko, feel free to use that. That can replace Chise. If you have Bunny Asuna is free right now, just so you guys know, right? You guys should try to get her. There's just no reason for you to not get any of the characters, especially if they are free in the Grand Assault. Now, I understand that if you are new, there's a lot of things that you want to like obtain, and there's going to be priority, right? From the Total Assault and Grand Assault, definitely. But Asuna is Grand Assault, I believe. Yes, she's right here. So this thing refreshes every month. By the way, we just entered month of February, so all of these should be available for purchase again. If you can still buy their shards, consider that, right? So, oh, they added Chihiro as well. Very, very good if you're if you're trying to obtain that, and also Cherry No Hot Spring, I don't think she's getting much use. So make sure you guys are aware of that. Alright, so with that being said, that's gonna be it for this particular video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. I'll try to make an updated video of the shops right here, right? Of which characters you need to obtain first. See you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.